Hello everybody. Welcome on in. I'm Orion. We are back with yet another Zombie Survivors. Today we are going to be running sort of an ability crit build where we're going to focus on a couple abilities and we're going to focus on getting crit chance really high for those. And the items we're going to be focusing on are kind of these five right here, right next to each other. We're going to do the extra crit damage when at full health. We'll probably take the weapon scouter so we can get extra crit chance on our weapons, and that's going to pair well with our solar panel, which is going to reduce the cooldown of all our abilities. We'll probably take the homing pigeon, which is going to do the same thing but for abilities. Crits are 100% on full health enemies, and then we'll take the power glove for kinetic and slashing, because the main characters we're going to run today are SWAT, Ghost, and Medic. Those are going to be the four, and then the fifth one will maybe be something like the compass, not this one, the compass for the extra ability damage, or anything else that kind of fits into the build. There's quite a few items here, like just anything that's really going to help with the abilities. So let's go SWAT. We're going to run isolated city, endless. We'll run tier 5. We're going to run crit chance at 20. We're going to run critical damage 50%. We're going to run the extra health points and armor. And then I'm going to run weapon cooldown reduction and ability cooldown reduction. Because since this is going to be an ability build, I want to get the turrets and the kunais out as fast as we can. Those are going to be probably the main ones that we focus on here. I think it will be a relatively strong build, but we're also not running an engineer, and I think my best runs have been with the engineer character just because of their energy shield. But I do think the SWAT and Ghost are two of the stronger DPS characters in the game, so it should be pretty good. And they both have really good, their ability damage is pretty high, especially with the turret and the kunais. Those are really good damage weapons or abilities, so damage should be decent. I did think about running the extra 25% damage, but I just kind of wanted to go all in on the crit, because the 25, it's a tough choice between just 25% overall damage or 50% extra critical damage, because really the extra 25% damage might be better, because that's just everything's going to get a 25% damage buff, whereas your 50% crit only happens on crits. But I'm kind of hoping we'll get enough crit chance here that it makes it worth it, so we'll see how this goes. This was an early SOS. We'll take the Ghost right away. Generally now it is almost better to just take the classes right away, because you get that XP bonus. I don't really know if I like that or not. I do kind of like the idea of holding on to just one character for a while. But picking up an extra character not only gives you the health bonus, but now it gives you an extra 20% XP bonus. Okay, let's go Katana. So we could even go with something, if we get the items we need, we could even go with something like Sugar Rush, so we keep our killing frenzy up and have our weapon crits constantly hitting to reduce the solar panel. But I also don't know if we'll need it. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, XP modifier, that's good. Let's lock down the ability crit damage though. That fits really well with our build. Okay, we're gonna do taunting on these, so we're gonna drop 3 turrets that are gonna do taunting. More turrets, the better, in my opinion, so All right, our first item. So there's a lot of options here. What are we gonna get first? Oh, perfect. None of what we wanted. Okay, let's banish positive attitude or electrified. Are we gonna have any electrified? We will have electrified. I mean, I'm not gonna take any of these items, so ultimately it doesn't really matter. Okay, we're gonna lock down homing pigeon, and I'm gonna take the wooden stick. We have really good XP gain right off the get. We got that 20% bonus earlier, and now we're gonna get basically a full, well, I should say empty inventory, and we're gonna get a lot of XP modifier for this one. One of these days, it would be really, really hard to do. I would have to play with a lot of banishes and rerolls, but I think it would be cool to do a run where I only take the empty chest and the wooden stick, and we just run 6 empty items, but we get a ton of damage boost and a ton of XP gain. That would be an interesting choice. It's hard. That would be hard though, because I would need good RNG. Okay, let's do kunai. I would have to run the extra banishes and rerolls as one of my badges. Okay, we're not gonna do the sniper, we're gonna do the assault rifle. We could run the duct tape too. The duct tape would be a good item. That's gonna give us 15% extra crit chance. There's a lot of different combinations we could do here. The SOS, obviously. Okay, so assault rifle, or the power ring, or the ring of power, whatever it's called. Okay, so let's I'm gonna keep this one locked down. I'm gonna take the XP modifier again. Jeez. Guess we'll go Hollow Ghost. We are gonna go Wind Cutter with the Ghost this time, because I'm gonna want a little bit more range on him. Just because I think if we do... I think if I go 1,000 cuts, he's not gonna get the damage he should. And I would rather have extra range with his attack. Okay. Yeah, that's a maybe. That's a maybe. That's good damage. But we'll just go with the homing pigeon. That'll be nice because, you know, the turrets are kind of... I'm not necessarily by the turrets all the time, and they're always kind of doing their thing, so anytime they're hitting a full health enemy that's just spawning, they'll always do a crit on them. Okay, and then we'll take the medic if we see her. Cool. Okay, we'll do the cyanide. I always do cyanide. Cyanide's the top one to take. Let's go stim pack. If we weren't going with a full ability build here for the most part, I would probably ban Grenade Trail. One of my least favorite abilities in this game. Okay, ability crit chance. So let's do the crit chance and we'll keep the damage locked down. I'm going to put that on the SWAT. I think the SWAT is going to get the most of it. Or I guess we'll kind of try to keep it somewhat even. Okay, we'll do Shattering. No, let's actually try the 100%. I never really run, I always run Shattering. But this could cause bleed. Ugh. Bleed's probably a good one. Yeah, okay, let's go Shattering. Because we will have quite a lot of slashing. And this is gonna be a dumb decision here, but we're gonna run. Okay, hold on. Let's figure out our item first. Let's banish the burger. We're gonna run the offensive drone because I think if we're gonna do it, this is the time to do it. And it's gonna get ricochet. It has a synergy to ricochet its attacks when we have the soldier. Or the SWAT. Okay, so let's reroll these. Glass cannon, that's an interesting one. These ones are always so dangerous though. I love the double damage, but I hate... Okay, I took it anyways. But I hate getting basically one or two shot it. It's such a tough item to deal with sometimes. But I love the idea of trying to do some big numbers here, so I may or may not replace it depending on how comfortable I'm feeling later in the game. I think if we get to, you know, around the 30-ish minute mark and I'm feeling pretty good, we'll probably keep it. That literally spawned right on me. Interesting. Let's go helicopter. For the medic, even though we are going to get minus... Ooh. Really? You really give me a legendary pickup range. Ugh. Ugh. It's like the worst one to get. Magnets drop frequently enough to where it doesn't really matter. But it's a legendary. I guess. That's a bummer. That's a huge bummer. Okay, here's the question, because I think with the medic we are gonna run Frost, even though I am gonna get the 10% debuff. I think the Frost just does more damage than the chemical, and I want to see with this run, because most of the time I run chemical flasks, they just do baby damage, and then every once in a while when I run the ice flask, they just do a lot. See, like, here's magnets. It's just I don't know why. I don't know why I needed that one. I think we're just gonna stick with the other one. Okay, let's go Wind Cutter. Let's get Wind Cutter. Alright, so giant crab for sure. When damage dealt against a full health enemy is a critical, the final damage is 100%. That obviously pairs, or is a 1.5 times higher, half times higher. So obviously with this one, ability attacks on full health enemies are critical. This one is going to pair super well. Let's banish. I mean, we will get frozen, but there's no way I'm taking that item. We're not going to take any of those status effect ones, so... Item-wise, we're doing pretty good to start off with. One of the main things we need to see, though, is just the power glove. So let's do the gunner. You can tell our DPS is pretty good because we hardly see zombies on the screen. So that must mean I think our turrets are doing a lot of work here. All right. Oh man, more X. I gotta keep taking the XP modifiers. Because for one, we're gonna lose some of it eventually when we get this guy. So, got to make up for what we're gonna lose with that. But I mean, you can never really go wrong with XP modifiers. Because honestly, the quicker you get through your abilities, the sooner we'll be able to start getting those minor level ups, and we'll start being able to actually specialize in extra crit damage, things like that. So getting through that is actually really important for builds like this that focus on those kinds of stats. I mean, it's probably important for really almost any build. I'm actually gonna come get this first for the rare chance that we possibly see The Ring of Power. Okay. Let's banish. So again, I'm just gonna banish these. Gaslighter, maybe. Slashing and kinetic on almost all enemies, but I think we'll just reroll. Okay, there's the empty chest. I guess we could take that for now too. Dang. So those are the two items I want to run. We'll run empty chest. I'll do an empty chest and wooden stick build at some point. All right, let's do, I guess, experiment 21. Probably should do grenade trail over the weapon, but okay, let's do let's just take the ability crit damage and we'll put that on you. Okay, let's do the frost. I think the frost will be nice too because we won't have a lot of CC here. Well, I mean, we have taunting turrets, which actually isn't bad. And we'll get hollow ghost too. So, I mean, maybe we'll have some decent CC. That pickup range that we got really earlier, I don't really think that was worth it. Okay, let's lock down the crit chance, and I'm gonna take the Ring of Power. And then the Ring of Power we can drop too once we get that at 50 and 50. But like, look at the pickup range. You know, it's not really that good. I probably shouldn't have taken that. I probably should have just went with the ability damage or something. Okay, we're actually... My only concern with taking with not taking defense is, one, I'm taking double damage. I'm talking myself into it. I'm gonna take defense because my logic here is I'm taking double damage from glass cannon. This is gonna nullify one damage instance every 30 seconds. So the damage that I get, as much as I want to see the damage from it doing ricochet and all that to see if it helps improve the DPS, I think I have to take that, nullify that extra damage. That's just going to be too good when I'm taking double damage and I can get one shot it. Okay, let's do ability crit chance, and we'll put that on the ghost, so let's kind of keep it even. Okay, for this one, I'm going to try the heal. I took the armor last time when we did this, and honestly, it didn't really help that much. So let's just go with the heal. I think armor is still pretty good in this game, but I think if we're going to take double damage anyways, I don't think it's going to help too much. And I think it's definitely more of a early to mid-game thing. Don't really, unless you're just building incredibly heavy into it, which is pretty hard to do, because there's not really a lot of items that give you extra armor. Okay, let's see, we'll go, this one is really good too. Actually, we might take this one. Attacks against injured enemies have a 20% crit chance and extra damage. That actually, that one feels actually like it's a must-have right now. Because our turrets, that's gonna benefit our turrets so much. So let's just take this one now, and I'll keep this locked down. I don't know why I didn't really prepare for that one. So attacks against injured enemies have a 20% critical chance and 40% critical damage. We have a really high chance right here to apply injure because we have a really strong kinetic build. So yeah. That's definitely, that's a must-have. Okay, then we'll go freezing flask. Eventually, once we get into a little bit more dangerous territory, I'll kind of start slowing it down and make sure we stay a little closer together to our turrets. But for right now, I do kind of like spreading them out and just having them clear the map off screen. Okay, these ones aren't the greatest, but I actually might just go with the dodge chance. For one, the justification for that is any sort of way to mitigate damage is going to be really good with this, again, because we're taking double damage. If I can nullify any double damage I take, that's awesome. Okay, let's go Hollow Ghost. So now here's two other items I want. So let's lock down Scouter, and I'm going to take this one for now. This is going to give me 15% extra critical chance. And we still have, I still have 2 items, you know, that need to get replaced with the, now with the wooden stick and the empty chest. Those need to go bye-bye. So we still have 2 slots to fill. Oh, and we can drop the ring too at some point once we fill that up. We're gonna do Pulsar, and we're gonna do knockback on the Pulsar. Since we are more of a ranged build here, I don't want enemies getting close to me. Okay, ability cooldown reduction, ability crit chance. These are all pretty good. Let's go with... Let's lock down the reduction. We'll go crit chance. And let's put that on you. Compass is pretty good, but we'll go with scout. Well, actually, I'm gonna lock this down just because I do have to replace 2 items. So we can take that one. That'll give us just a bump in ability damage and duration, which will be good for the turrets. So we might keep on to that one. We'll see. It may or may not be replaceable. I don't know. All right, let's do Pulsar. Okay, we're gonna do the Sub-Zero on the Hollow Ghost. Okay, and then we're gonna do the pushback on Pulsar. Okay, so now we're down to our last 3, not necessarily horrible abilities, but as I take dodge. But the worst abilities of the bunch. Resuscitate's not the worst, but it's definitely not one you need to rush, so. I don't know. I mean, I'm just hoping it's gonna add up because right now dodge, we're at almost like a 20% dodge chance. That's not bad. If we can get that up to, you know, 25 or 30 if we take it a few more times. Okay, let's do the cooldown reduction. And I hate to keep putting things on the swap, but I feel like the turret is gonna be the shining star here with, especially with cooldown reduction, having the turrets out longer and providing more taunt for us. But I also don't want to go all in on SWAT. I do want to put a little bit more into the Ghost, because the Ghost is going to have the kunais, which is going to be really powerful. Okay, T-pose is an interesting one to think about. Because, I mean, I haven't gotten hit a lot here. And that would be 25% damage for weapons and abilities. This one would probably give me, I'm guessing an estimate of like, I think it starts around 16%. So that would give me 16 ability, damage, area, and duration. You know, I'm just going to do that. Because it's more than just the damage. It's the duration, the area a little bit, but the damage and the duration are really good. So I'm just going to take that and we'll replace the empty chest. So right off the get, yeah, it's 14, 14, and 14. So just for a baseline stat without having anything else in the movement speed, I still think that's really good. 14% ability damage, area, and duration. And that's going to apply for all our characters. Mainly because it applies that duration. I think that was the selling point for me there. The duration on the turrets, the duration on stim pack. That's gonna be good. And obviously the extra move speed too. I mean, just having a little bit more move speed is always nice. We might need to think about cozying up here next to our turrets a little bit more now, because they're somewhat kind of starting to break through now. I mean, honestly, I did lose a lot of damage. Losing that, ability damage. Let's go ability crit chance. And we'll put that on you now. Losing out on that chest, the empty chest, does hurt our DPS a lot. Because we basically lose like 30 or 40% extra damage, whatever that was providing us. Okay, I think we'll do the shrapnel. Okay, we'll take... No, let's do the ability crit damage. Alright, what's our ring at right now? 40 and 40, so we can't replace it yet. So I think... Let's see. I think all of these are pretty much must-haves. This one's a maybe I could replace. Because this one could be 40%. This one could be pretty good increased damage with bleed, kinetic, little bit of electric, and then we should have okay frost and a little well, not really too much chemical. I think I'm gonna just lock down this item. I'm gonna lock that down and I'll reuse that to replace this one. So I don't need to replace this one yet, so I don't know why I'm overthinking that. And then let's banish. Stretcher. This one would be interesting, but like 100% damage boost. Someday. Yeah, let's go with this. I'll take the gaslighter. I'll replace the SOS ring when we get that full. Okay, we'll do one into resuscitate. We still don't have... Yeah, I still don't have the power glove, huh? Yeah, that's a big one, too. Okay, dang. Okay, let's do the shuriken. I was wondering which ones we are missing, and that's definitely... That one's definitely, I probably need to have that one. Man, have I really not gotten another SOS? I'm gonna hold out on an SOS. Right, we're still at 40-40. I'm gonna hold out till another SOS shows up, and then I'll go take that chest. Okay, so let's do... Okay, so let's see. We're at 170, 170 and 188. Okay, and then we'll take Gaslighter. So 170, 188. $170 and $188, so everything stays the same. Supposedly. Okay, so now I actually really need to see... Yeah, we really need to see the Power Glove. And then we'll probably replace this one. I'd probably replace that. Alright, we'll do the weapon crit chance. Put that on you. Okay, we'll do the boomerang this time. Okay, so I need to see Power Glove here. That's really it. Yeah, cool. So 40% kinetic, slashing, and explosive. That's huge for us because that's pretty much our entire build. Almost everything we do is kinetic and slashing. So let's replace this guy. That should be a pretty decent damage boost for us. And now I think we're at the point to where we have everything we want. Okay, let's do Resuscitate there. Oh, I could have done the ability damage. Okay, for this one, we're gonna do Hoarder. because I do think we have a decent chance of, if we die, I feel like we do have a decent chance of being able to get ourselves back up on our feet. Just because I feel like we have some okay defensive abilities here at this point. So I might be able to kind of hold off till another resuscitate goes off. Ability duration, weapon crit chance. Let's do ability duration on SWAT. Okay, at this point, oh, the solar panel. Okay, what do I replace solar panel? Oh my gosh, this gets so hard. Like, maybe I think these all just pair so well together though, like these three and this one. But now I just don't know what to replace this with. Do I get rid of the double damage now and just go for defensive and just hope that we can survive? This one I think is too good. This one's a maybe. But the extra crit chance, I mean, is obviously awesome. I think maybe this one. Just because this is such a good trio, and then this is a good fourth. And then I don't know if I want to give that up yet. And then I think this one's good because a lot of these are going to have at least like 40% damage. This is 40% damage. This is 20% extra crit chance and then 40%. So I think we can do that. I think let's do that. I think we can get rid of this just for the extra crit chance. Jeez, what kind of picks are these? Do ability cooldown reduction. So now that's going to mean more abilities, which is the most important part of this build. Okay, let's do dodge chance again. See, now we're at 20.5. Part of me is really questioning getting rid of this double damage one, but I still think it's fun to do. These are some horrible, horrible picks. We've been getting bad picks right here. But I think that's it for items. I don't think we switch anything out because I think we got the main 5 that we wanted, right? It was 1, 2, 3. No, it was 4. What was the other one? I think there was 5 items. Oh, was it this one? So I think these were the main 5 that I was looking at. So now we're shooting for 40 minutes, you know, that's usually the goal with these runs. Let's hit 40 minutes. I honestly don't think we'll make it too much further past that, because eventually the double damage is going to get me killed. Okay, let's do ability. I'm going to lock down the cooldown reduction on her. I'm going to take the ability crit damage. I also don't think I really go for these crates after a little while here. Let's do 10% ability damage on you. I think this is going to be my last. See, I don't even know if I want to go get this. It's it seems so risky pushing out like this. But at this point, I don't really think there's much else I want. I think we'll just roll with these, because I did forget about this one, and so I think we're just gonna keep whatever other item I said. I think that's the better one to just keep in its place. I want to drop some turrets so I can grab this SOS. Okay, let's do ability damage. Dude, that was a revive. Shit. Oh man. I'm telling you, the one hits. That was on me too. That was an avoidable death, but the double damage killed me there. I knew it would be the death of me. The game gets so chaotic that sometimes it's just hard to see what's happening, and you miss things like that. That's exactly what I was afraid of happening. Where was that 20% dodge chance when I needed it? Okay, well now I gotta hope that I can hold out. I'm not even gonna look to see what resuscitate is at. I gotta like ultra focus here. Just horrible choices, to be honest. I don't think we've barely seen any crit, ability crit or ability crit damage. All right, it's back up like nothing ever happened. That's why I took the. That was why I took the Hoarder too, because I feel that I have the ability to recover here. And so I wanted to do that instead of losing out on HP a little bit. I don't know. Because the Hoarder, the magnet gets me back to full HP. And it gets me all the XP that I need. I honestly don't even know if it's worth moving out there. I want my turrets to come out a little further, though. I don't want them to just sit along the wall like they're doing right now. Okay, we can do the cooldown reduction. Because right now they're just all sitting along the wall. Let's push out a little bit with the shield. Okay, ability damage on you. I'm gonna re-roll these. Okay, we'll do ability crit chance. Oh my god, that was another revive. What killed me? I don't think it's a good idea to keep onto this double damage anymore. I really don't. It's getting me killed here. I keep getting one shot and while that first one was my mistake, this one I didn't really see what hit me. I'm so lucky I didn't die right there. I'm really surprised I'm not dead right now. Maybe that dodge chance. It's got to be that dodge chance that's keeping me in this. Okay, see, just so much medic shit right here. Like I don't want this medic stuff. See, I want to keep my turrets more out here along the edge of this, like right on the grass. But I keep getting pushed back. Like, I want to be able to hang out right here. Pickup range again. Jeez. Okay, let's go. Okay, well, we did 40 minutes and my resuscitate is back up. Why did I lock that one down? I think I might have thought that was a different character. Dang, that's a bummer, because that's a waste. I'm not gonna... I must have thought that was a different character. Oh, see? That was a revive. Revive. Damn. I think the boss may have hit me with his hammer. I'm trying my hardest to keep my turrets on the grass, because I do think that's the best spot for it, because then nothing's really spawning behind me, and then I'm not hugged against the wall the whole time. Okay, ability crit. Let's lock down the reduction and let's take crit damage. We'll put it on you this time. See, I think this guy, the hammer guy, is really throwing me off here because he freezes, he gets frozen, and then I think I dodge his attack and then I run back into it. Oh, no, 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 no. No, we were so close. 1500 damage. Oh, I was so close to getting that resuscitate back up. Oh man, look at this damage though. That's actually pretty good. I mean, the turret's at 36,000. That's really good. The assault rifle did 20,000 without really too many buffs. Not bad. These are pretty good. I mean, I'm actually kind of surprised. I guess the grenade trail probably was picking up a lot of damage there at the end, I think. So that was pretty good DPS. 36,000 on our turrets is great. 42,000 on our kunais. That's awesome. Hollow Ghost actually did decent too in the 12,000s, and then Windcutter at 34. So again, that's super good damage for barely. I mean, I guess I wouldn't say barely because I do have like a bunch of damage modifiers on here. But I didn't really take any of the whole weapon damage stuff for our minor upgrades. And then Experiment 21, 18,000, 10,000. Yeah, that was a cool run. 43.5 minutes. That's pretty good. But a lot of that was because of the medic kept us up with revive. But I wonder how we would have done if we didn't have this. This one's always a questionable one because we got one shot at a couple times there, but the double damage is also really, really good. So would have been interesting to see, but it was fun to also do it with it. So there we go. That's our ability crit build. I think we did a pretty decent job of getting that pretty high. We were looking at like 65, 360 damage. Pretty good all around for like all our characters. We had pretty high crit chance and then decent crit damage. So that was a fun build. That is it though. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.